Ladybug is a former professional killer. He returns to work. His handler Maria Beetle tasks him to collect a briefcase aboard a bullet train traveling from Tokyo to Kyoto. Her regular contact Carver is ill. The other assassins are on the train, Hitman brothers Tangerine and Lemon and the schoolgirl the Prince. The Hitman brothers have been hired by White Death, who controls the Japanese underworld. They have recovered the kidnapped son of the boss and the briefcase containing the ransom. The prince summons another killer, Uichi Kimura, to the bullet train, having pushed Kimura's son off a building. Her accomplice at the hospital is ready to kill the kid. So Kimura is forced to work with the prince. The briefcase and his gun are rigged with explosives to murder White Death. Ladybug steals the briefcase and slays another assassin, the Wolf. Tangerine and Lemon find White Death's son dead by poisoning. Ladybug runs and meets the Wolf's intended target, the Hornet. The Hornet killed people at Wolf's wedding and is now hired to murder White Death's son. The Hornet stabs Ladybug with a syringe of deadly venom, but he manages to inject her as well. Then Ladybug saves himself with her only dose of anti-venom and the girl dies instead. Ladybug tries to help Tangerine convince White Death henchman that his kid and the briefcase are safe, then kicks him off the train. Lemon shoots Kimura, then the prince shoots Lemon. Tangerine climbs back inside the train and confronts the prince. Ladybug during the fight kills him. Kimura's dad, the Elder, gets on the train. He's the former Yakuza member whose family were murdered by White Death. The Elder has killed the prince's accomplice. Ladybug, the Elder and alive Kimura and Lemon prepare for the big fight. In Kyoto, White Death and his henchmen meet Ladybug. We discover that the prince is White Death's disgruntled daughter. She fails to goad him into firing the booby-trapped gun. The White Death hired all the killers as revenge for the killing of his wife. Tangerine and Lemon murdered his men in Bolivia. His wife was killed by Carver, who meant to assassinate White Death. The Hornet poisoned the doctor who was going to save his wife's life. Blaming them all and his son, White Death arranged for all the killers, including the Wolf and Ladybug, who replaced Carver, to murder each other and his own son. The briefcase bomb is triggered, knocking Ladybug and White Death onto the moving train. The Elder fights White Death while Kimura and Ladybug duel the thugs. The train crashes into a nearby town. White Death attempts to shoot Ladybug, but the weapon explodes. The prince is run over by Lemon driving a vehicle. Maria rescues Ladybug.